This doesn't fit on the screen.
Size is too big.
Hello, it's been a while. I had a good reason for that. I'm moving to Japan tomorrow. I've actually been working for a Japanese company for about 5 months now. This is something that I've been wanting to do for more than 5 years. It's one of the reasons the channel has been so quiet for so long. It's because I haven't had time even to sleep. But if you are seeing this recording, it's because I managed to finish the video that I plan to do when I move, and that I edited and that I posted it to YouTube. So yeah, this is just an introduction. I'm packing my bags today, finishing some work, some stuff. I might do more vlogs in the future. Sorry if this is too cringe. This is just the intro to the video. I want to show the rest. And please, Mary, Mother of God, protect my travels, because I will need it, and the Holy Spirit too. So just to add context, I've been to Japan last month for the first time ever to visit the company I work for now. It was one of the best experiences of my life, accompanied by 14 days of diarrhea due to Ethiopian Airlines' horrible service. But that's not the point. Just so you know that this is not my first time stepping into Japan. For those who don't know as well, I live in Brasilia, the capital of Brazil. So I will be going from Brasilia to São Paulo, which is the biggest airport in Brazil. And then from there to JFK in New York. And from there, I go to Tokyo. And from Tokyo, you know the rest. So this is where I'll be living from now on, if God allows. So see you soon. So we just arrived in New York. On the flight here, when they were about to serve breakfast, they said there was turbulence and they would return serving the breakfast after the turbulence. Turns out there was never turbulence and we didn't get breakfast. So now we're looking for something. I just found some eggs Benedict for $22, and I literally ate an eggs Benedict in Brasilia like yesterday, and it was 22 reais. Currently the conversion is like $1, almost 6 reais. So I'm not gonna eat an eggs Benedict. So yeah, now exactly almost 3 months in Japan. There was a while between the moments in which I edited this video. The move felt like a blur. Every day I had a checklist and I still have a lot of checklists to check. I have to do a lot still. Kind of reminded me when I went to Serbia the first few months, using my time to do everything that I had and also try to enjoy the moment. Between packing, canceling everything in Brazil, which are still not done, sorting documents, I think I didn't have a lot of time to think in general. Very exhausted, but I think every little break we had, we tried to make it count, which I'm trying to showcase in this video without any order or format. We chose going to meaningful places, especially while my wife was here. I mean, she's returning anyway, but her first stay for her first stay in Japan to be memorable, and not just go where tourists go, but also let's go to where our hearts wanted. I have too many first impressions of things, especially things that are going to appear in this video. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the daily life. I'm surprised at, like, even though I still have a bunch of stuff to do, settling in wasn't too complicated. The city ward office part was relatively easy. Within a week, I already had a routine of work, especially because I started working beforehand. Grocery shopping, taking out the trash, walking around the neighborhood became very natural to me very fast, although I still got confused with the trash days. And well, as you can see, we went to some interesting places like this one at the screen, this big fat Snorlax. To be honest, I'm still getting used to stuff. Moving countries is one of the hardest things that you can possibly do, and within 5 years I did it twice, but I don't plan on leaving Japan anytime soon, especially because of what you're seeing on the screen. I came here not just because of my resonance with the culture, but because the things that I like and love are here. We went to a bunch of anime cafés, like the Pokemon Cafe, which you can see in the video. Always wondered if they were just a gimmick or awkward, but they're pleasant experiences, especially if you do them once or a few times. I felt like everything was polished, intentional, and made with love. Even the smallest of things, even though it was not the most tasty food in the world and it was a tad expensive, it was just great. Like you can see the Pokemon Cafe, like seeing Pikachu and getting stuff and the foods, it's just like my inner child was crying of happiness. And also seeing my wife see all these things for the first time was a really memorable experience. Each place had a different atmosphere. Pokemon was playful, like you can see the Pikachu dancing moments there. We also could get some goodies for the house, not many. I want to return there to get some matcha set if it's still available. I really like the Pokemon Center stores, like it's just a place you can go and see and feel the energy of Pokemon, which to me is one of the best things in the world. And yeah, I wish I could show more of the anime cafes, but there was a little limit to what you could record or take pictures of. Right after that, you can see I already went to the Square Enix cafe right before it closed in Akihabara. This was like around my birthday, I guess. It was end of February, early March, and there was this store right besides the cafe. A bunch of nice goodies. I didn't get anything that day because I was trying to not go overboard with spendings, although I did buy too many anime figures already, and game figures. Also, Square Enix merch is a bit complicated for some reason. It's like more expensive and more limited in quantity. Like you don't see a lot of Square Enix merchandise game and stuff. You see a bunch of Nintendos though. Square Enix is really big here, I think. This cafe closed, but they have two other places. They have Artnia, they have Square Enix Garden. I don't know which is which. I just know that one of them is also a cafe, but it's not like themed cafe, like the ones that every month has a different thing. Like Near, we went to the Near themed cafe. I think I could tell a bit of the differences. I guess maybe Square Enix was tastier, but there were more limited options. And Pokemon Cafe was the cheeriest. I think the vibe was so good, and like Pikachu dancing like melted our hearts. And we also went to Kirby Cafe. I don't know if it's gonna appear right after this, but I think it was a balance between the other two. I guess my favorite was Square Enix, but I kind of wanted them to have more food options. Yeah, but all of them had nice goodies. We got so many drinks on each that we have like a big collection already of coasters. And we also went to the Metaphor exposition, although I don't think I recorded too many clips of it because it's just like an art expo. We also went to Odaiba. You can see the Gundam there. To be honest, I already went there like 5 times just to see the Gundam and the stores. It's a really good shopping mall, the Diversity. Lots of themed stores, and they have some. Oh, look, Kirby Cafe. So yeah, we went to Kirby Cafe as well. Things are a bit out of order. I'm really sorry for that. I think detail-wise, probably Kirby Cafe was the most detailed, like the location itself. Pokemon Cafe was neat, but it was relatively, like the decorations were good but limited. Like it wasn't like as dense as Kirby Cafe. Maybe the food in Kirby Cafe was better than the Pokemon as well. But there was no giant Kirby walking around. So yeah, that's one of the points, I guess. Anyway. No! Not like we would see Yoko Taro in the... Oh. Not like we would see Yoko Taro in the middle of Square Enix cafe. But anyway, like the food was really tasty. Again, it's like expensive food. You should go for like a very light-hearted experience, not expecting the world to change. But I think themed cafes are like one of the best parts of Japan. I mean, for like those when you're like a tourist yet, you know, like that early newbie phase, I guess. And like since I managed to get so many reservations, I wanted to go to all of them. Weather was weird, as you can see, sudden snow sometimes in comparison to like bright, colorful days. Also, Sakura was one of the most beautiful things I've ever witnessed. Even though in Brasilia we had Ipe trees. We also went to one anime con. It was Anime Japan in Tokyo Big Sight. It's actually really big, the site of Tokyo Big Sight. You can see it like, barely fits the screen. And it's a fun experience. I tried to compare like with Western conventions that I went already in the past. I guess Anime Japan is freaking huge. I've been to events before, but like this one felt like it was a real deal. Like events in Brazil kind of have the same structure and size, but it feels like they're not even like allowed to be this like epic because I don't know. Here you had like official cosplayers for Fate Grand Order and like colossal screens on stuff like that. Like in Brazil we get that for like fucking Assassin's Creed. Rarely anything like even like anime cons in Brazil are so like bad. Like you almost never have anything official and it's just like generic content. Here we saw things for all kinds of audiences, like as you can see, like from seinen to like even like shonen anime, but like there were art exhibitions like you can see on the screen as well. Lots of small shops, although I expected more stores, but they were also giving a lot of like freebies, merchandise, like some papers, some masks, some some stuff. There was like a giant Gundam head, which was the coolest thing in the world. I generally, I think I really liked it. I think there's this kind of unspoken respect in regards to like queues, staff in cosplay, like walking through like an actual professional environment. I think the organization was top notch, to be honest. Like, it wasn't chaotic, even though there were thousands of people, and seeing Japanese fans interact was refreshing, in my opinion, even though there were lots of foreigners. I guess we also went to Skytree and Tokyo Tower. I don't think I recorded much of those, but I think it's also very unique experiences that should be witnessed a few times. Unfortunately, like, it was cloudy on both days that we went. I think it's the kind of place that you should go when there isn't much, like when there isn't much weather and you decide on the go, today I'm gonna go there and see Mount Fuji from up top. So yeah, I think we went to too many places. I can't remind like of all of them. Some of them I didn't record. Like, again, this is like 2 months worth of recordings. I'm just like rambling and talking shit all around. Also went to Tokyo Disneyland. And as someone who went a lot to Orlando in the past, it was both refreshing and strange. I feel like there's things better here and things better in the US, and like you can't substitute either experiences because they're really different. Also, I mean, I just went on a ramble about the places, but fitting fun things in daily life here is really easy. But life is really busy as well, so you have to find a balance. And doing stuff in the weekends, like everyone tries to, might make lines bigger, and you have to like do less things in one day. Also, by living here, like, I'm not obligated to visit everywhere at once. I did most of that so I could enjoy the time in which my wife was here still. So yeah, we struck a balance. Like, when I arrived, I was already working every day, but we tried to explore a little in the weekends. And now I'm more focused on like myself, personal growth, fixing the house while she returns. Have to buy some more furniture. I still kind of wanna make a house tour, but I don't know if I have enough to make a house tour interesting. So you guys could let me know if it's valuable to do this now. I think I also never felt lost. Everything is like a postcard. Every place is like very unique. Tokyo is, I think it's the kind of place where even if you like live here 50 years, you will never see everything. And I mean, we took a long time to come here as well. I think I already talked more than the recording time I had. So yeah, I spent 5 years preparing for this move, obsessively at times, learning the systems, the culture, the language, which I'm still very far from being proficient. And like, I feel like I over prepared by any measure, and I felt like I watched so much content online about Japan that I already kind of knew how things were. Because again, like, we've been preparing for like more than 5 years to move here, and now that we did, it still feels like it's not real, so there's moments where I caught myself thinking like, what the hell? Like, I was so into the loop of trying to come that when I arrived, it feels like a brand new start, and it's great, an opportunity to be here and to work. Although, like, I think there's a lot that I can still share. I haven't had any negative experiences for now, just maybe some hiccups, but everywhere you go, that there will be one thing here and there that is a problem. Another thing that it's like maybe okay, or like, I don't know, some things you find better than you expect. I did, but in general, literally zero negative experiences until now. Um, Everyone we interacted with, either like as like work colleagues, people on the street, like renting people, like the agencies, they were all friendly, um, um, kind or neutral, but never like intimidating. Like there's just a couple of people on the street that walk really slowly, especially in crowded places, which gets me really anxious. But beyond that, it's kind of unsettling how uneventful everything was in the best way possible. Working here has been exceeding my expectations. I feel like there's a good rhythm to the workday that gives me breathing room, even though like now I'm working in person in the office and I was working remotely for so many years. I'm still getting used to that difference, but I feel healthier than I was before. I've been eating better. I'm walking every day. I already lost like 7 kilos, and I need to lose more, but I think that will be possible. And I think it's healthier in general. Even though like people say that Japan has overworking culture, I haven't witnessed that, and I think I chose a good company. But like right now, I'm just trying to find a balance in my life, and I'm a little bit introspective as well. I still believe, of course, remote work has a lot of value, especially with flexibility and focus. But I'm just seeing where this takes me, one day at a time, improving and doing my best to become better every day. I didn't experience any culture shock for now, I guess. Constantly fascinated by how Japanese people view and perceive things in a different manner. And it's a little bit, it's a humbling experience because, uh, when you accept the differences between everyone around you and you're also very different, uh, you remind yourself of how big the world is. And I think that's really enriching. And it's not just the people. I think there's a lot of like an unspoken logic behind everyday interactions here. And naturally, again, everything could have negative meaning, but unsatisfied with the life I chose. And I'm loving because I'm learning everything, something new, in life, in my professional world. And I don't think anything in the world is perfect, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here today. It just changes people for the better, in my opinion. Of course, again, nothing in life is perfect, but I think life is about perhaps the choices you make and how you decide to deal with what is presented to you. You learn everything from everything. Like even like the worst things in life can be used for your own growth. I had multiple bad experiences in my past, but I feel like I managed to use them wisely with time to become who I am today. And I know there's lots to enhance still, but I guess I'm ready. My wife went back to Brazil temporarily to finish our move. She has some pending stuff there. First time we were apart for like 6 years, so it's hard. But I'll be using this to also as an opportunity to grow, to look a little inward more, because I haven't done a lot of that. And I want to use this space to focus on myself. And hopefully I can maybe bring content to you guys. I know there's too many Japanese Japan YouTubers around, but I think everybody's perspective is different. So maybe I could present my perspective about some different things. Do let me know if there's any place that you guys want me to show. Maybe it will be a much better video than this one. This is just me going around saying nothing. And I hope I can bring something useful to you guys. So yeah. Also, food is the best. Like, I haven't had a bad meal since I came to Japan. And I'm already here for almost 3 months. So I'm also like cooking more now. I'm doing my bentos to take to work, and that's also healthy. So I think you see like everything you can learn and use for yourself to become better, and I want to become better every day. I also feel like the people around me are so supportive, and I'm so grateful for everyone I got to know since I moved here. Like, my life has changed so much, and I just want to be able to share this with others. Both the sense of gratitude and everything that I learned, because I feel like I learned a lot. And even though this is just the beginning, I think it's a great beginning, all things considered. Thank you for today. Thank you for having the patience to hear me. And I shall appear in this form and my natural form from now on. So hopefully I create good content for anyone who's watching. Well, I'm Tanjo, and I will finish editing this video now. See you soon.